XRP and the rest of cryptocurrency are about to really grow. And that's what we're going to talk about in the latest video, because it looks like the markets have really turned around for the first time. We were almost certainly going to die, but overnight it seems like everything changed. I'm so excited to share all of the details with you guys in this brand new video, because there are lots of chances to make a lot of money by buying and selling cryptocurrency. If you want to be the ones making money, make sure you're in my Discord and hit the like button so everyone can see it. Then let's get into it. Before we talk about crypto, let's talk about the housing market, which is pretty much the best way to tell where the economy is going, and by extension, where crypto and pretty much every other asset is going. 2/5 of the homes for sale in the third quarter of 2024 were brand new. That's the lowest since the fourth quarter of 2021. There was a 31% drop from the last report, which was for 34% in the first quarter of 2022. Still, that's 11% of the pre-pandemic levels based on estimates made at the height of the housing bubble in 2006. Before the 2008 financial crisis, this percentage was 19% and dropped below 10% at one point. Is the property market starting to return to normal? The real answer to that question is yes. The prices of homes are starting to go back to world earth. Of course, this will change depending on whether you live in North America or Europe, but in general, this is going to be the case. It's getting better for everyone in these areas over time, and markets are still stable. Now, you might be wondering what this really means for cryptocurrency. What does this mean for the economy as a whole? And what does it usually mean that the bubble is getting a little smaller instead of housing prices continuing to go through the roof because interest rates are so high? It looks like these markets will finally go back to a reasonable level, which will make them much more stable. We will no longer see inflation rates that are too high. We're not going to keep increasing debt levels because mortgage rates are through the roof. This will have a huge long-term effect on the economy because people will have more money to spend. That, my friends, is really great information. However, there is one more thing we need to take care of before we start our actual journey to the moon. Fortunately, this is something that needs to be dealt with right away. But we will see that the US budget deficit is now at a crisis level. The US deficit, excluding hobby bills as a percentage of GDP, hit 5.8% in 2023, which was the biggest of all 38 OECD sites. This business comes from Japan, France, the UK, Italy, and many other places. This is where the US debt lands, mostly from past recessions besides 2008 and 2020 and the two world wars. So basically what's going on here is that it looks like we just barely avoided hitting those same recession levels. And
Right.
at this very time, things are very important because this deficit is going up from its current level. And we visit like we're poor 6%, 7%, and 8%. That's where we were when the economy crashed. We can see the bubble pop, right? However, if we stick to a long-term plan and basically get our markets back on track, our deficits will go down, house prices will become even more stable, and inflation will also reach a stable level. Then we can stay away from this big bubble pop. And it looks like we're in the middle right now. To sum up, we want to make sure that Donald Trump deals with this as the US government picks a name. During his management, this is going to be the first thing he works on. It is very important that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did not make this problem worse during their last few months in office. Now that we're talking about cryptocurrency, we'll talk about a few different things. First, Donald Trump wants Robert Lighthizer to be in charge of US trade policy. Yes, that is a very important matter. Okay, Trump knows exactly what he's doing here because the US alternative right now is a mess. America of America has become so bad that no one wants to do business with them anymore. In case you don't know who Robert Lighthizer is, he is a truly remarkable economist who, in my opinion, knows more about trade policy than any of us. And this man can help the economy all by himself. It's moving full speed ahead. He has a great track record with every single authority he has worked with. So that's going to be pretty crazy. The next thing we'll look at is Black Crown's Black or Bitcoin ETF, which is now bigger than its gold ETF. Man, I want to tell you that the Bitcoin ETF just started trading this year and is already bigger than the gold ETF based on this measure. If Bitcoin keeps going in this direction, it will also be worth more than gold in terms of market value. In case you didn't know, the value of gold on the market right now is over $10 trillion. I think it's about 13 trillion right now. Bitcoins. That's a lot of them. So if Bitcoin goes up 10 times from where it is now, it will be, $600, $0.0000060 per coin, give or take a few thousand. You know about the changes we see every day right now. Since charges have been moving around like they are now, it could be 700,000. Bitcoin is growing faster than gold, but people still hold on to gold as a hedge against inflation. And that is great, great news for the crypto business, guys. We also want this for XRP. More money goes into XRP when more money goes into Bitcoin. There are more eyes and ears on cryptocurrencies because more money is going into each altcoin. This makes cryptocurrencies seem like a more serious alternative to the current relatively cheap crisis. You know that no one wants to use big foreign currency when the government prints trillions of dollars worth of it every day and constantly lowers its value. It's true, keep your Bitcoin. You know that everyone gets some Bitcoin, and you know that the market cap will reach hundreds of trillions of dollars. That being said, it is a very interesting idea. Now, let's talk about XRP in particular. You may already know that Brad Garlinghouse wrote a post about the Trump administration. And I really love this post. I thought it was definitely great. That's why I wanted to look into this for you guys. He says that as CEO of Ripple, I've talked with some people about what the Trump administration might say about crypto. And I also wanted to thank the XRP family for their support and fighting power. That will definitely give XRP a big boost, which will definitely cause it to really take off. That being said, it won't be straight up from here, guys. And I want to tell you something about that so that you don't move to 100x lock right now and get stopped, because it's clear that XRP will likely see a